catch the vision.
Correct.
So if he does something, he has to be able
Correct.
to catch the vision. And that is a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. When God sends him for
Yes.
real,
That's facts. That's how I know he wasn't really worth it. He wasn't,
God won't do you wrong.
that should have been annulled because that wouldn't even last 4 months. But my whole point in making this, it did not.
4 months?
So I didn't really count. That don't count. That's what I'm saying. That one don't really count. So my whole point in saying this is that I believe God will stack it up, meaning worth the wait. Y'all are compatible. Y'all have the same beliefs and morals. His character and integrity are in line, and so are yours. Mm-hmm. You all are both in tune to understanding each other's needs, wants, and desires, and working together, united to become that threefold cord that should never, ever be broken.
So I'm thinking, so what you're basically saying is that as long as y'all come into agreement,
okay,
you can actually do this whole abstinence thing. Because you know what people say, I had a guy tell me
absolutely.
that he sat there and told me, he said, we're grown.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are grown, and I'm going to keep, y'all know me, I don't have a filter. I said, but that don't mean I'm a grown hoe, sir.
Facts.
That's exactly what I told him. Bars.
Black knowledge. I love black. Thank you, Black Knowledge 73. Would you trust other women around your man? This is a great point. Let me explain something.
Wait, hold on.
What?
What kind of women?
Anyway, so the whole point, would I trust other women? It's not about the other women, it's about that man.
Exactly.
Because no other woman can step up in play if that man is in character and integrity and committed to this relationship. So it doesn't matter who he's around. So I don't have a jealousy, concern, or fear about where my man is if he is truly a man of God and upholding, what he's supposed to do. So that doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, what was the question though? Would you trust?
Okay, well, what's the question?
What's the question so I can make sure? Oh, yeah, she's speaking the truth. Okay, yeah, because Black Knives, I want to, would I trust her? I think what he means, saying? I'm trying to figure out what he means by that question. That comes with your mate or
woman to choose a person in your life. I'm not sure what's
that comes with your mate or the woman you choose. Okay.
Can you type it again?
I'm trying to, we got so many comments coming. We got
we're sorry about that.
Sorry. We got questions coming.
So if I missed it, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I thought you were saying can you trust your man with other women? If you're abstaining?
Yeah. I think probably what you're saying. I think it depends on the guy, because
why is he your man if you can't trust him?
Ooh,
I'm
dated guys. I don't.
Why would you date him then if you didn't trust him? Because he looked good.
Probably.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Okay, so stop it.
Oh, would y'all trust other women? Oh, yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Why wouldn't we?
Oh, yes. Because you know why? Oh, I get it. You mean trust the woman? First of all, I ain't gonna trust no female. I trust her, but I don't trust a lot of. I think I understand what you're saying.
So he's saying around your man who is abstaining with you, would you trust other women around him?
Now, look, see, this how you fix that. You just get you somebody nobody won't.
The devil is a lie.
What?
I ain't doing that.
Why? You know what? Why am I always
the true meaning of being a man and a woman of God? Joel, okay, Mr. Joel, thank you. He has a question for you. What is the true meaning of being a man and woman of God?
Oh, I let you take that one.
Well, here's the true meaning. First of all, I have my own individual direct line of communication with God. Okay, I am studying His Word daily. I am understanding what His words and promises are to me, and I am walking out in obedience the things that He's called me to do in the season of life that I'm in. So a woman and man of God are dedicated to putting Christ first in their actions and in what they are communicating, what they're doing. Are we imperfect? Of course are we perfect? Of course we're not. But we're always striving, and that's why you have to be in relationship and have your own connection and talking and praying and seeking His face. A lot of times we are making decisions unilaterally without checking in with God. And
I'm going to go a step further than that. For me, what it means to be a man and woman of God also is so that people can actually see Christ in me. And
do you see the light? Do you see the light here?
Yeah.
The light.
So that when people, I don't have to tell people my belief.
Ooh, this is good. Church ladies can be aggressive. I feel like it's like a pork chop running from the bulldog. Listen.
You've been going to a Methodist church.
E the third. Let me explain something. I feel your pain. You got to be prayed up, bro. Because there are so many beautiful Christian women out here who are desiring, desiring that man. And so you probably look like a juicy pork chop. So
I knew it was one
you have
of
to have a discerning spirit. So you can be selective on what plate of platter you want to go to. You know what I mean?
What? Somebody said at third she ain't got. You said that right, brother. You know me, right?
So absolutely. So
when he said, but it's also about leading people and telling people, bringing them to the kingdom. Because for me, that's what I want to do.
Back to the original question,
I want to spread more people, spread the gospel more, and it's about character. We have to date with. Oh,
thank you.
Amen.
Okay, let's. People might not be able to see this.
No, it's about character. We have to date with godly morals, and a lot of people are lying about who they are. But you know the beauty of that. This is the beautiful thing.
They can't sustain the lie.
That's it. Eventually, everybody, when you first start meeting them, the representative comes.
Shenanigans. Yes, Sonny. Shenanigans out here. Davita, husband, joined. Thank you. People, what I found, and we've talked about this, people can't sustain the facade that long.
No.
The real person starts coming out. And when that person comes out, you got to believe them.
You do. And they are eventually going to come out. And let me tell you, I done seen a lot of them, honey. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Well,
but see, this is how I show up. This is so funny. I show up as me. Cause that's
hair and all. Well, you show up with you with some hair.
Hair and all. And if they don't like it, you know what? They can kick rocks. Because I really don't care.
Thank you so much, Sonny. We appreciate you joining in. Hey, we're just chit-chatting today about abstinence. Can you do it? Is it realistic? This is the life that I've decided to lead. It has challenges. I want to talk about it. Hey, how are y'all making it through this?
I got to ask you. Okay, y'all. Y'all know if that's a tough one, right?
Oh, God.
So this will be really tough.
I ain't got no water. What is happening?
Yeah. Y'all doing any heavy petting?
I'm not doing any heavy nothing by myself, like nothing. So let's this is the facts.
Y'all see when I asked that question, they passed that water over and she threw out. Did you see that?
Oh, okay. This is the deal. You all have to be in agreement on boundaries.
Yeah, you do.
You do. And you have to talk about when you have decided this is somebody that you are desiring to walk this out with. You all do have to have a come to Jesus moment about what is our limitations and what will we do, and this is what we won't do. I just have my fan.
Yeah.
So the point is, yes, those are the questions that you have to have.
He said she. Yeah. What did she know?
What happened?
She said you grasped the pearls. She said you grasped. She did. She did.
Antonio, thank you. Tupac said it best. You can fake it for some time, but eventually they will show themselves. That's facts. And you know what? Some sooner than later. I promise you, within 6 months, the real person will come out.
What you? Okay, wait. Are you saying, Mr. Thomas, I can do it? Then you saying, nah, you can't do it?
What's Black Dollar saying? I did it 8 years, but there was a reason I waited.
Why did you wait? And Mr. Thomas, what do you mean?
Oh, sunshine low. I'm making it fine. LOL, from experience that wasn't worth it long.
Some of them can be a disappointment. I know it.
You got to stay prayed up. My God. How do you think that you can decipher if someone is truly committed to this journey with you? Do you think that it is something that is easy to discern? Do you think it's someone's faking it till they make it?
Okay. You have two types. Okay.
Sonny, thank you so much. Sonny. We appreciate you. Yes. We do. Thank you so much for joining. We
also 35, you. Then a trust was broken. Oh, Black Knowledge, I'm so sorry. When that trust is broken, and that's the thing. When that trust is broken, it is so hard to get it back. Hey, Kareem, it is so hard to get it back when it's broken.
I don't know if it can.
It's hard. I mean, I've gone through it and still continue to work through it. That's another topic.
Not today.
We'll talk about that later. It's another topic.
Maybe next time.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But I know for me, there's a way to do it, ladies. If you want to know if you can walk, first tell them that you're doing abstinence. Then you have
that conversation very early.
Up front. What do? Day one. First, out the gate. Then the second one is the one that says, oh, you know what? She just playing. So he going to wait a couple of weeks. Then you'll see that joke.
Thank you, Tyrone. We're doing well. Thank you for joining today.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, this is good, y'all. Thank you for the comments.
Really
okay, Big Rich. No, I would say always be in prayer and fasting about this person. That's facts. Fasting. I agree. I think fasting honestly, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't do that last time, and I'm gonna do it now because it is important. When you take prayer and fasting, that will give you some answers pretty quickly.
Oh, hey, Sam from Compton.
Well,
Hey,
Sam, thank you, chill out. Thank you so much. All over the world, people dealing with abstinence. So we appreciate you joining in.
And I know from some people, abstinence does not make the heart.
Hey, let's go. We got a couple more letters. Come on now, quick. One more.
Well, you got one more?
At least.
Oh, just one more, guys.
Well, I don't know.
Honey, this is a good topic. Come on. Here we go. Right there. Ooh. Oh, this is a woman. Okay, I'm writing this with a mix of frustration and exhaustion. I'm hoping I'm not the only one feeling this way. I'm a 35-year-old woman, single Christian, trying to navigate this modern dating scene with my faith and values intact. But let me tell you, it's starting to feel like an impossible mission.
Impossible.
Here's the problem.
Why?
It seems like every guy I meet is only after one thing, and that's sex. It doesn't matter how amazing
Guys,
the
comment,
conversation
please.
is.
Adam Rivers, is there any, what do you think about, are
How
men
much
only interested in
chemistry?
sex?
How much chemistry we share or how we aligned our goals. Sooner or later, it always boils down to whether or not I'm willing to cross that line. And when I say no, Q, I'm ghosted. Or you're too uptight. I'm not against intimacy, but I believe those things are beautiful in the right context.
Absolutely.
But why does it feel like holding out for someone who values me beyond the physical is such a rare find? Why is it so hard to meet a man who respects my boundaries and sees abstinence as a strength instead of a roadblock?
Boss Fowler, Sean Short. Guys, please jump in. We need your input. Why is it that it seems as if when women are on this abstinence journey, it is very challenging for a man to set aside sex and focus on getting to know that person?
Ooh.
Okay, Adam, into whichever way you present yourself. I agree, Adam. So are you saying, Adam, with that men will treat you the way that you present yourself? Please chime in because I believe that's what you're saying. Yeah. In this case, this lady is saying, I'm presenting that I want to abstain, but it seems like every dude I'm meeting is really only interested in sex. So, anybody comment on that? I think, I have a handsome man in Lansing. Amen. Hello, Black. Thank you for giving us hope. So back to this though. Back to this.
Her question. Let me get you her question. She says, how?
What's the question?
Do I keep showing up in the dating world without letting the constant rejection chip away at my confidence? How do I find someone who values me for my faith, character, and everything I bring to the table? And most importantly, how do I avoid the bitterness? Oh, see, this is where you get this angry black woman, angry woman syndrome that's creeping up when it feels like I'm just spinning my wheels. I've been here. I know this. Cling to Jesus. Girl, I've been clinging to Jesus and a lifeline.
So can I want to talk to that a little bit because I would I want deeper understanding as to how she's selecting the people that she's giving her time to. How is she selecting the people that she is desiring to allow the opportunity to court her or date her?
Have access to her.
Yes, because I think I would question that at first because I'm not sure if in fact, thank you, Joy Rose.
Oh, I like that. You want a diamond, you're going to have to go through a couple pieces of
thank you for sending the rose. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Oh, she had a comment too. I wanted to address your comment.
Yeah.
Sweetie, when you talked about people passing you over.
Oh, Adam's good.
Let me tell you, you are absolutely beautiful. The problem is this: the right person hasn't come along yet.
And Adam made a comment about a diamond. A diamond, when you first see a diamond, you don't know it's a diamond, right, Adam? You're saying it has to go through a little process before you can, the illumination of the brilliance comes through, right? And that's the process of courting and dating so that you can see. I would encourage her not to become discouraged, but to be very prayerful because I think there are some things that you can. What? What is this?
He brought up a good point, and I've heard that.
Please
he
say
said
it.
some men think that if she's making him wait, she's still doing it with someone in her past.
Ooh, who are you selecting? I would be understanding what her other characteristics are. What else is she talking about? Because if that's the case, you picked the wrong one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mark. And then he says, I'm not going to lie, it feels amazing to be one. Amen,
okay,
brother.
poor child.
No, we are interested in a complimentary relationship as well. Equity makes a difference always. Yeah. It does. It does.
So,
Thomas, it does.
So I want to encourage that young lady because I'm in that same situation to not give up. to stay focused and prayerful about what it is that God's calling out of you, so that you can identify that the men a little bit quicker. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we suffer from loneliness. We suffer for like, maybe I'll just go out on this date, even though he, I asked him these 3 questions and it didn't really line up to what I really want, but I'm bored.
So Kareem said over here, he says, real men want relationships.
Well, where are the real men at?
What? That's that part. Then not just relationship. This is the thing. I want to say, do real men want commitment? There's a difference between a relationship and commitment. Commitment is marriage.
Are they intentional in their quest to achieve that?
If you're in abstinence and you're practicing abstinence because one day, guess what? The end goal is what? Marriage. So, girl,
Adam, when we get
y'all
to you,
can turn it down.
Adam. Okay, tell her to show her page and let's see how she presents herself.
The young lady.
No. I understand what you're saying. Are you saying how you present yourself can make it? That's good, Adam. If I'm vibing with you here, how she's presenting herself could be one of the indicators on how she's being treated.
And Aaron, that should matter if the person is of good character. I bet you wouldn't do. When both parties are spiritually linked, the sky's like, amen, Antonio Lopez.
Thank you guys for comments,
true.
Especially from the men. I appreciate everybody, but men, thank you, because we love the
That's
inside
what I
of
want to hear. I really want
from
to
a
hear
man's
the
perspective. So both partners, if they're spiritually connected, the sky is, you're unstoppable, actually, but it's the challenge of sorting through, I'm going to say the toads, but I'm sorting through the people who say, I go to church and I pray, versus their character, their integrity, and their clarity and understanding on how marriage really works. I think sometimes when people haven't been married or divorced or married for a short time, they don't have clear understanding on what it takes to be in a committed, spirit-filled relationship.
We got so many great comments. We got a couple of comments.
Sorry, y'all. We're going to get to them.
We're going to get to them because I'm reading it.
Okay, go ahead.
Here he says, I want commitment, but men are faced with the same roadblocks as women. I think we need to understand that there are some men out there that are faced with the same roadblocks. Then we had a gentleman here that said, what if you're happily married, you're in a godly marriage, but your wife is not into what you're into sexually? Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. Why you should quote. The Bible says the marriage bed is undefiled.
So maybe, hopefully, in your scenario, she will, with open communication, you can express to her, I am desiring this. You are the love of my life. These are things that I want to experience with you. Let's try these things. I'm hoping that
don't be doing no Jerry Springer stuff.
They can do whatever they want, and they're married.
You ever heard Jerry Springer? Jerry Springer,
I'm not talking
bringing other people in.
I'm not talking about that.
You don't know. Now, listen, before you tell that man that, a woman, I can't see who it was. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Look, you know me. Because I'm thinking about that woman's part. Look, if you're trying to bring people in and all of that, I'm not going to agree with sis on this one. You do.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. That's not what he said.
No, we don't know what he's wanting.
Well, dude, I'm not talking about no third party.
Yeah, because he said she's not into what he's into.
I thought he was talking about like lingerie or something.
Yeah, we're not into it. Girl, I like me some good lingerie.
I do too, but that's not the focus.
Yes.
Okay, listen. Okay. Stay focused here. Back to the lady. I think we answered her question, hopefully. I'm sorry that she's having that situation happen over and over again, but I would say this dude said, be careful how you're presenting yourself, and I would also say be careful on who you're selecting to spend your time with.
I told you, I want a third party. Look here, dude. I ain't going to answer that because look here, I don't know this.
Okay, well,
because they done told me I got to behave. I'm trying not to get censored.
Okay, let's see.
Tight pants. Ain't nothing wrong with some tight pants. I love me some tight pants. I got on tight pants today.
Okay, this is from another guy. I don't think we talked about this. I'm a 51-year-old man in a committed relationship with a woman I love and respect. She's made it clear that she is practicing abstinence until marriage. I've tried to support her decision, but I won't lie, it's hard. Listen to y'all, the lack of physical intimacy has taken a toll on me in ways I didn't expect. I feel disconnected, frustrated, and if I'm honest, unimportant. Because I'm not getting that release or connection, everything she does is starting to irritate me. It's like my resentment had put blinders on and I can't see the good in her anymore. On top of that, there's There's a woman at my job who's giving me attention, and the temptation to seek comfort elsewhere is growing stronger every day. I don't want to be that guy, though. I don't want to hurt the woman I care about or betray my values, but at the same time, I can't help but ask myself these questions. Is it wrong to feel like I deserve more in a relationship, or does that make me selfish?
I'm selfish then.
How do I reconcile my needs with her boundaries without it turning into a power struggle? If I stay in this relationship, am I setting myself up for a long-term resentment or failure? How do I talk to her about this without... He has a lot on his mind. How do I talk to her about this without making her feel...
frustration. That's what that is.
But making her feel she's the problem, or that I'm pressuring her to change her belief. And here's the hardest question of all. If I'm already looking at someone else, does that mean I've already emotionally checked out of this relationship? Hooch.
You ain't just checked out.
Let's break this down. Okay, men. If you're... I would ask this gentleman, is he intentionally dating this woman? And here's what that woo child is right. And when I say intentionally dating this woman, is he intentionally dating her with the purpose of marriage? Because why are they together? So, I don't know, men, jump in. I don't know how long it will take you to make sure this is the right person for you, but I would question, I'm wondering what the intention was for him in this, because he didn't say, I want to get married to her. He didn't say any of that. So I'm very concerned that maybe he was just dating to be...
Can I tell you something? That man has checked out and is taking applications. Listen, she trying to be nice, y'all. Y'all heard him, right? He up there said this. He emotionally checked out, right? You already know that. Wouldn't you agree with me on that?
He's gone.
He just want us to validate. Sir, we not co-signing on your foolishness. We're not going to co-sign on your foolishness, okay? So, he is already checked out of that relationship. Don't you think so?
I think there's a lack of communication here.
You think that's what
I do. Well, first of all, I think there's a lack of communication, because he's feeling, what he said is this is hard, the lack of physical intimacy. So here's the deal. Intimacy, back to the intimacy. I would say, what are some other ways that you guys are creating intimacy? It could be walks. It could be doing a new sport together. Mm-hmm. It could be, doing each other's interests. I think intimacy is more than just sex. So I'm wondering, do they do anything else? I am wondering, are there conversations being had? There's purpose in their relationship, and they're working towards that together? Because I'm having a sense that that's not anything that they've discussed.
I don't think so either. I think, but you know what? It sounds to me like he's so focused on the sex part. Does he even really know her?
And physical, you guys help me out. Please help. Holding hands, hugging, kissing, whatever boundaries or limitations that they put. Are they even doing anything like that for a physical touch? Sometimes it's a hug, it's a handhold, it's a kiss. I don't know. It sounds like he's not communicating about, I'm lacking in those things. Jason, what's the answer to no? What's the question?
Oh, and then somebody said a husband finds a wife. So this is the thing. What if the woman thinks her husband's found her, but what if you are holding somebody else's wife hostage?
Ooh. What?
Know what that means?
What?
You know what I mean by that?
What did you just say?
Okay, basically what that means.
Good morning.
Sometimes as women, we date people.
Yeah.
And we're thinking they're dating with the intentions of marriage, because they said,
you need to know what Joker's intent immediately, please.
And you are actually holding up. So you're actually with somebody else's
Mr.
wife.
Wilson, we're talking about abstinence.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Is it pain? Can you abstain? And I don't know if you can or not, but if you're in the dating world, particularly men, and you stumble upon somebody that says, hey, I am practicing abstinence.
Thank you, Maritza.
Are you willing to walk that out with them? And I think in this relationship, I don't know the intent of their relationship.
If he connects with her emotionally, he'd have to wear motorcycle helmet, tactical gear. Who? Me? Oh, her. Probably me. I'm the one. I know I'm a firecracker.
Whatever. So the point, you can. Okay, Bobby, is that something that you do on your own without meeting someone who's doing it herself? Most men say no. So if you're a true Christian and you are doing this because you're honoring God and what He's asked us to do, men, where are y'all at? Because that, I don't.
Mr. Wilson said,
What?
Why is she holding out? Because it's the right thing to do.
No,
it's
no. Because she's honoring God. It's not just the right thing to do. She is honoring what God has said about abstaining from sex outside of marriage.
Yes.
We'll just stay on, and you'll catch on. It's like, what y'all talking about? Say, is that kosher?
Oh my God! He said if your stomach hurt, you're gonna need pics. Pics of what?
So listen. Back to this guy. I think that they're not communicating honestly. I don't think you think he's checked out. I don't think they ever continue to communicate.
Oh, you know, he said, Mr. Wilson says he does not do it for a period. Okay, you think that? And Mr. Wilson,
is he saying he doesn't abstain? What is he saying?
No, he's saying that probably like in this, gentleman,
back to the
that
question,
maybe the reason why she's able to do it is not do it, lack thereof, is because this guy doesn't do it for her. So, okay, Bobby, so this is a story. In this letter, this gentleman is saying he's dated a girl, he loves her, but she's abstaining and he's finding it hard. Now he's at his job. He's friends with a woman there. He's starting to look at her different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking that may be what the issue.
You're always. I don't care who you are, male or female.
Why is she abstaining?
There's always. We're gonna assume it's because of her walk with Christ. He did not say.
He didn't say.
But in this situation, most people. That would be probably why. I don't know. But
yes, that's so true.
What did she say?
Over here, Maritza says, yes, staying holy to yourself will make it easy to abstain. Yes, it does. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes,
Mr. JK. That's what I said.
Just said the same thing.
Because if they're not communicating effectively, because if you're in a relationship and you're having these feelings, you all can together collectively come up with ideas on how to bridge that gap. You know what I'm saying? Without, I'm concerned that he's not communicating with her effectively in a way that she'll be able to receive it. And therefore I ask, what's the intention of this relationship?
Yeah. And he just said it right. Communication is key in any relationship. Mm-hmm. That's period.
Thank you, Glenda, for joining us.
That women.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, Mr. Wilson. It is his belief that women lay with who they want to lay. Yes, and so do men. The point we're making here is it worth it? Because every time you lay with somebody, you give a piece of yourself away. So when you finally meet somebody that you really want to have a life with, what's remaining in you if you keep giving all these pieces away?
Okay. So Mr. Wilson said it's over with them too. I said the same thing. I think when she read it, I said, "Don't you already see?" I said he just wants us to validate what he's saying. Mm-hmm. And then he said, "What?" Somebody asked,
"What's that mean? You're born for the streets?" I don't know what that means.
I was born.
Does that mean the streets don't abstain? What does that mean?
He said I get it. You for the streets. I understand.
Well, that's why abstinence isn't for everybody. It's not. And so that's why we're just talking about today. Well, these are conversations that we have on the phone or whatever. I want to know immediately. You know why? Because
I love brothers like that. John, I love brothers like you. You know why? Because you are real. I would rather somebody come at me like that direct
than lying and say they can and
hey,
they
brother,
can't.
Kudos.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
It is hard out here in these streets.
I love it. What's a man?
Yeah.
That's what I say. It's a wrap. It's facts. And I think he's mentally checked out. And then somebody said something about it's wrong to have, I think it was a chat that says it's emotionally wrong to have a work wife. Yes, you're right. Because to me, when you have that work spouse, and you see people that say that, that's emotional cheating. That's because you know what?
That is still cheating.
That's a doorway. You know
what? It leads to everything else.
It leads to everything else.
Unfortunately.
It does.
I've seen it happen a multitude of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question for those that are just joining in, the question today is, in today's society where everything is instant, where everything happens immediately, you meet somebody before you know it, you're intimate with them, is abstinence a real thing that can be achieved and should be achieved so that you can really get a chance to understand who that person is? I vote absolutely positively yes.
Me too.
Because
my vote is yes.
It may be challenging.
He says no. Y'all are saying
no. So talk to us about why.
Please tell us why.
No.
Not today. Okay, what's the difference? Why do you say not today?
Mr. JK, please.
I'm so happy to see guys talk about it.
Because I don't know.
Kareem,
I think
chime in,
I'm not
please.
saying you're not a Christian or you are a Christian, but I would say people who don't have that relationship with Christ don't see a value in that.
But
it's a generation.
Where's the abstinence cutoff? Okay, marriage?
Right?
I mean, that's the cutoff.
I'm not saying I'm saying in marriage. Absolutely not.
Oh, okay, that's a mom. That's a mom. I gotta work. Everybody, I gotta work daddy too. I mean, everybody has a work. Yeah, I get the mom. I got you. But where's the cutoff? Everything in society is sexualized.
Yes.
That's why it's so challenging.
That's
I agree.
facts.
Oh,
That's facts. You can't watch
facts.
nothing. You can't watch a commercial. Even a doggone kids show has some, stuff in it now. So it's very challenging.
Yeah.
But just because something is challenging, does that mean you can't overcome it?
Yeah, he said, where's the intimacy? Yeah, that's why I asked her about heavy petting. Okay, because there's other ways you can be intimate. Okay, like what is the level of abstinence?
That's something that y'all have. Yes, there is. There's lots of levels. There's lots of levels to that. There are levels. There are levels. No kissing, no hand holding, no touching, private part. Like there are levels to abstinence.
Oh, I guess I ain't gonna none of those.
Okay, I'm okay with abstaining, but if you're not giving 100%, then why date? When you say 100%, I'm not sure what that means. If you're not giving 100% of you other than being sexual, I'm not sure what you have to go deeper than that. I'm not sure. I think, why are you looking at me like that?
No. Because when she said no kissing,
but there are levels. Okay, back to the levels of abstinence. There are levels, and you all have to agree.
Like we did in high school. Y'all remember how we did in high school, right? If we rubbing on each other's clothes, y'all remember how we did with Mrs.
Listen, that's why I say the two of you got there. This is not the forum for what levels. This is the forum for if it's even achievable. Woo. The existence in a relationship before you are married to not have sexual intercourse. That's what we're talking about here. Is it achievable? I am speechless too. I'm speechless about this because I don't know. I haven't read in Ecclesiastics. I can go to this level. I don't know. But my point is you've got to figure out what works best for the two of you and have agreement on it. That's all. That's all.
What generation are we to? What generation do you think we old school? Little House on the Prairie apparently, because she said no kissing, no.
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna start calling you Lord.
That's not what I said. I didn't. No. What I said was there are different levels, and you all have to agree to them. Now, I've never been in. I have abstained from sex before. I've gotten married before, but we kissed. We had boundaries in which we decided to stay upon. You've got to make sure the two of you are aligned on those boundaries from the get-go, from the establishment of we are intentional in this. This is what we want to do. That open line of communication and the trust. Because if I tell you this and you keep pushing me all the way to the end, you don't.
Okay, I have one question for you. Somebody said facts. That's so true. You must be from Amazon because you prime. Hey,
what you think about abstinence, dude?
Hey, producer, write that down. I'm gonna use that line. That's like, you must be tired. Boy, you've been running through my mind all day. Listen, you write that down from the producer. That's a good one.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson. We appreciate you. We hope our internal beauty is coming out.
Right?
Am I Tony?
I'm Shaka. Hey. I want to be Shaka. Shaka Khan. I like that.
Jack, you're right on. What about compatibility? My fear. So are you saying that
sexual compatibility? That's what Jack. Okay. That's what I told her at the beginning about test driving the car.
Okay, so let's get back to that.
What about just around the block one time,
girl?
And then ask the Lord for forgiveness.
That's what many people do and talk about. We celibate now. That's cheating.
Well, okay, I gotta play devil's advocate, y'all.
That's cheating.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, okay? Because I know a lot of us. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for my girl. Okay, listen.
Let me drink my water.
Drink your water. Okay. Around the block one time. Think about it.
No.
I might go out there and somebody cut me off on the road today, and I might cuss them out. No. And I gotta ask the Lord for you. No. The Bible says one sin is no greater than the other. So if I slip on a banana peel and have to slide into that bed with my negligee on, and then I just have to ask the Lord for forgiveness afterward. Because then, guess what? I know what I'm getting into.
You like who? You like her? Let me tell you then. What? Here, I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna say it as best that I can.
What if she just that's what I'm talking about, my brother.
What do you say?
What if you just have, you know what, just like, what's that on Friday? You know how much you can get for a slip and fall in the snow? Listen.
No.
I'm telling you.
The true essence, okay.
What?
Let me see. The true essence of this is, are you
I don't
going
have
to
self-control.
Are you obviously not.
I have coffee.
So I need some. Okay, so in a relationship, when you are trying to decipher if this man or woman is for you, if they don't have a level of commitment, how can you be clear on what they say they want to do? How can you be clear that they'll be committed to you long term? They're not willing to sacrifice.
Why does my sister always have to be rational?
Because
y'all, she is. I'm telling you, why do you have to be so rational?
Because I'm a deep thinker.
Listen.
Yes.
I tell you what. You just live vicariously through me.
That's what I'm gonna have to do for a minute.
That's what she gonna do.
I'm on the bench for a minute, but that's okay because I understand the clarity of this. I understand that if I put those desires to the side for a second and focus on what I'm supposed to focus on, right? The things that are needing to be in me sharpened, I'm working on those because if I am putting Christ first and following him, I have and a man comes in that is submitting to God, I have zero issues in submitting to him in our marriage. But if I don't understand what God is asking of me and asking of him, how can I see him clearly and identify him in the spirit? I won't be able to.
Right. You're right.
I won't be able to.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? I am convinced that's why God had us become sisters. You know why?
Why?
Because he knew I needed you. Because I'm convinced that my father is up there about at least 15 times a day saying, "Oh Lord, she at it again." I know
iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Because when you have some people in your lives that can actually be the ones to honor what you're trying to say, celebrate that instead of saying, "Man, girl, I can't believe you didn't slip. Are you sure you don't want to try it out?" That's kind of what you're saying to me. But I'm not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why
I am
sorry?
not finna sit there and I'm thinking I'm getting me some nice rims and that joker got hubcaps. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I have. Ain't nothing wrong. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with abstaining. Thank you. I agree.
No. He agreeing with me.
That's not.
Wait,
yes, I am.
She dropping Wu-Tang
yes,
bars.
Thank you, C3.
Wait, she dropping Wu-Tang bars and I'm dropping 2 short lines, right? I got it. You got Wu-Tang, they giving me 2 short. That's all right.
That's okay.
Blow the whistle.
Everybody knows you just got to walk out your journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm just asking everybody if you are truly seeking God's very best.
Yes. And you
don't you want to be the very best? I want my husband
to
know that I saved this for him. He's the one. He's the chosen one. I abstained. It was painful. It was a struggle. The struggle was real, but I held the line because I was committed to doing what God called me to do. And when he's calling me to do, he can trust me. He can trust me with that man's heart. He can trust me with everything about him. As he's continuing to hone me by doing this, I'm praying that he's being honed as well, so that when we come together, we are amazing.
Wait, hey,
what?
Get me a copy of that waiver.
Yeah, where's the what scripture is that?
In triplet.
What scripture is that?
Get me a copy of it.
What scripture is that,
what,
sir?
About the waiver?
Yeah, because there ain't no waiver.
It's in Trump's Bible.
There you go, right there. And so the end of that. Okay, y'all. Anything else before we wrap up? Hey, listen, men and women, we appreciate your insight in this because the struggle is real. It is something that needs to be talked about. We don't talk about this often, but you know what? It's okay to talk about. It's okay to get people's insight so that it can help make you better. This may not be your walk, but it is a lot of people's walks who are trying to master, in this world that we live in, how to do it.
And it is tough. And I would tell you, in all honesty, you guys, I may sit here and do all of this joking and stuff aside because I just love life. But the realization of it is as we get older, we do change our mindsets. And I have really come to understand that having a relationship, the book of lay hands
Please
on me.
Come back next Friday.
Man, brother, I like him.
He's funny.
I like him. Joe. So, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to read this. That's my baby, y'all.
Okay.
Fuck my godson. Sometimes we just have to let God put us in a position because he always knows best. God knows what we need. Mm-hmm. We have to stop picking what we want because we always should.
Who is that? Because he done said that. Yes.
He told y'all crazy. Mike should be crazy. No, let me tell you something. That is so true though, Mike. That is so true. Joel, I've always learned this.
Yeah.
God gives us, sometimes we think what we want, but God always gives us what we need. Mm-hmm. Now, the bad thing about it with me, y'all, I'm a little on the hard-headed side. Now, this is what I tell people about God. He knows me. Yeah. He knows me very well. He knows he says, oh, my baby, she's so hard-headed. I'm going to knock her, hit her about 2 or 3 times before she gets it. So I get it. Mm-hmm. But the realization of it is best and better to wait.
I'm going to say this.
It's hard.
I don't want to get knocked on the head anymore. I don't want to continue to make the same mistakes over and over again. Ooh, I don't want to be, I want to be very clear and concise in my thinking when it comes to who I believe God is selecting for me next. So if I take this out of the equation, then I will have clarity, a lot more clarity. When stuff fizzles out and doesn't work out, I'm not, oh my God, I'm not there anymore because I understand why things happen and that person wasn't aligned to my purpose. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. But if I continue to have, share myself with, I don't have clarity, I don't have insight, I don't have the wisdom needed to hear straight from God when he's like, that's not him, move on. Because somebody for you puts me first. And here's an example.
I knew I'd get a quiet. All I had to do was say ride or die. Because let me tell you this. I told her this. Hey, Sandra, I told her this. Okay, I have to read 2 Corinthians 7. Somebody brought it up. I have to read this. Oh, baby, I lost the producer. So listen, this is the beautiful thing. What did I tell you?
Priest had girls like this. I would have went to church for, baby, it's not too late.
It's never too late. Never too late. Listen. I told you, there's always an imposter before God sends the real deal. Y'all always believe that. I told her that, Jesus. And she just got silent. Okay, so 2 Corinthians 7. Listen to this, y'all. Since we have these promises, beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from every defilement of flesh and spirit, making holiness perfect in the fear of God. What? Who put that in there? Speak, brother, sister.
I think you read that too fast.
Ooh,
you read that so fast.
Somebody said, yes, mm-hmm. The Message Bible is real good. Amen. I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
Food for the soul. Food.
Yeah.
Y'all, next Friday.
I don't even know what we're going to talk about.
Y'all have been
amazing. Thank you for your participation. Hey, listen, I forgot to say this. Y'all, we are trying to we love doing this. This is Fun Friday. This is fun for us. We talk a lot. We love having fun. We love having fun with y'all. But please, follow both of us. Mm-hmm. If you haven't hit the bell, if you haven't followed us, please do. You guys are on it right now. Tanika Donnell, Realtor. Follow, and then who are you?
At the Real Title, Tina. Experience Title, you guys.
But most of all, we are trying to get all of our followers up. But on the TNT podcast, tt.podcast0, we have to get to 1,000 followers in order to do our lives from that platform. Yes. So please share this. Please follow us there so that we can eventually do our live streams from there on Fun Fridays, right?
I'm the hold up. Yeah. Can y'all believe I'm the hold up?
But anyway, if y'all could do that, thank you for joining in. Have a blessed and amazing weekend. We'll see you next Friday. If there's a topic that y'all want to talk about, hey, holla at your girls. Let us know. Leave the comments. But this has been fun. We didn't get a chance to talk about anything else than this today, but I promise you. What you want to talk about next week?
I want to talk about marriage.
It's going down. What aspect?
Huh?
What aspect of it?
I ain't decided.
Okay, so we're going to talk about marriage and relationships next week. Okay? Give us some questions, y'all.
Somebody said, oh, Lord.
Hey, we'll see you. And all y'all married people want to be married people, tune in because it's going down. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Bye.